Hey everybody, it's Traci from Downward Dog Rising. Today's workout is dedicated for those of you who feel like you're exhausted and everything aches and hurts and you just need something to regenerate. This workout's for you. The last 2 days I went for a trail run on the hills. And I have to be honest, my legs hurt so bad, they burned and they felt literally like lead. Today I didn't run, I took the day off, and I'm gonna do a yin workout tonight to try to stretch out all my leg muscles and hips, and I thought I'd do it on YouTube so that if anyone has the same issue going on, they could do the same workout that I'm doing and try it and see how it feels. So if you ever get overworked and exhausted and things just burn and ache and you go to do your workout and things don't feel right, it's like you feel exhausted, things burn, your muscles actually burn, fatigue. And when you lift your leg up, it feels like it's really heavy. Well, if that happened to you, this is for you. So join me. All right, let's begin. We're going to start in Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. So basically, thigh bones rotate externally inside your hip sockets. You ground down into your sits bones, into the bottom of your pelvis, and then you rise up. You elongate your spine so you don't fold or round your back from mid-back. You hip hinge. I'm going to get a yoga block actually. When you hip hinge, the hinge in the crease of your hips, rise up through your spine and hinge forward over your legs. We're not going to force and push our knees down. At this point, imagine your knees are floating in liquid. Water, any liquid you imagine, your legs are floating in it. And when you imagine that sensation of your legs being held or floating, it should give some support and kind of release a little bit. We're going to work with our neural pathways, mind-body connections. Everything is interconnected. Elongate head away from tailbone and just breathe. Today it rained for the first time in like half a year or more. I was so happy. I went out and did all my errands today in the rain. It was just like, I love the rain. I'm from Florida, so California, it never rains, and I just had a great day. So I'm just going to share the greatness with you. Being in the rain, it's renewing, it's fresh, it just cleanses. It cleanses your spirit, it cleanses your mind, your heart, everything. So think of water cleansing. Think of your knees floating in water. We want to be in a meditative state where we're conscious of our mind, we're conscious of our body with awareness, what is happening right here, right now, in this present moment. Tune into your senses. What do you hear? What do you feel? What do you smell? What do you see? What do you sense? Go deeper into those senses. Breathe. What does the breath do to your body as you inhale? Inhale into your nostrils. How does it feel? Is it cold? Is it warm? Is it lukewarm? As it goes into your body, what happens? Where does it go? Notice, take note. As it exits, is it warmer than when it entered? Do you feel more relaxed? Take note of all of the above. Put all your attention and focus into the here, into the now, into this present moment. Focus on yourself and what you need right now in this present moment to be feeling complete and to feel like there's not a want or a desire in your life. Just be here and now, right where you are. Another deep inhale here. Slowly rise up. Bring your knees together. Hands by your sides. Hip release, side to side. Roll right across the edges of your hips. Release for 4. Now, come center. Extend one leg straight to the side. You could bring a yoga block in front of your body if you wish. Extend the other leg to your side. I'm not able to do a full middle split. If you can do it, please go into your middle split gradually. If not, we're going into straddle pose, and I'm going to ease into it by releasing sides of the low back. We're just going to do a little side to side motion. You're going to feel your inner thighs. You're going to feel your low back. Little side to side motion. Just go inward. Be conscious of those sensations in your body. Inner thighs, low back, sides of hips. 2 more. Now, return center. I want you to root down into your 2 sits bones, ischial tuberosities, those 2 bones that you sit on. Rise up. Now, feel like you're sinking down into the bottom of your pelvis. Draw your abdominals in, lengthen to the top of your head. Gently, hip bones stay facing front, forward. I want you to rotate so your sternum, your breastbone reaches over the middle of your thigh, your femur bone. Take your hands to the sides of your thigh. Lift up. Now I want you to slowly start to reach forward. Now, we want to keep this sits bone grounded into the mat. Stretch forward and breathe. Go to your edge. Go to the point where you can't go any further. You feel a challenge, but you're not totally forcing it. Stay there and breathe. We want to do muscle recovery. If you're used to always pushing it, push to the limit, you're in your yang energy. I'm having you draw back to the point before you force yourself. You hold it, you release, and you receive, and you go into the yin energy. We need a balance between yin and yang in life, in our bodies. Homeostasis is balance between the 2. Now stretch your sternum, your breastbone forward as you elongate from your tailbone. Stay here. Head lengthens away from tailbone. Now I want you to inhale and exhale into the sides of your ribs. Really expand the muscles in between your ribs and elongate your spine. Release any tension that you feel in your body. Go inward. Deep inhale. And release. Ribs out of hips. Inhale. Drop into that back sits bone. Really drop down into your pelvis, equal in each half. Elongate your low back. Feel openness. Feel those hamstrings where they insert into your glutes. They start to pull and release and stretch. One more deep inhale here. Slowly press into your hands. Return to the center. Rise up. Sink equally into each half of your pelvis. I want you to rise up, stretch, elongate your spine, decompress your spine. Bring your hands down, keep the length. Now without taking this hip up, stretch over the other side. Stay here and breathe. It's natural if one side is tighter than the other because we're not robots and we're not moving uniformly in each side of our body, so no worries. If you feel really tight on one side, just breathe into it. Release. Let your low back release. Sink down into the bottom of your pelvis as you inhale and expand into the sides of your rib cage. Really stretch your breastbone forward. And I caught myself. I was sinking. Okay, that's sinking. Lift up your breastbone. Support your spine and stretch from your hip sockets. That's what I'm looking for. And it's easy. We all do it. We all cheat. We sink. We find the easy way. And ideally, work. Keep the work going uniformly. Keep going. Breathe into it. Ribs out of hips. Elongate the space between the bottom of your rib cage and before your pelvis begins. Soft tissue. Really lengthen your spine. Ribs expand laterally. Let go of any tension in your body. One more deep inhale. Slowly, we're going to make our way up. Equal weight through each half of your pelvis so you don't, okay, this is leaning one way. If I favor one side, if I sit at the computer and I'm always typing over here and I lean into my right gluteal, center, awareness, find that center. Two shoulders are straight over your two hip bones. Now you're gonna rise up, kneecaps to sky, toes face up. Allow the back of those hamstrings, we have 3, elongate them underneath you into the mat. Now push through the ball of your foot. Feel the heel connect into your mat, rise up. You're gonna feel it right there in those adductors, inner thighs. You're gonna feel it. Rise up. And just use common sense. How far should you go forward without forcing it? Go into your wall. Go to that point. You feel tension. You're almost to the point where you can't go any further. But then you stop and you hold it there. I'm going to bring a block under my forehead. And as I breathe, I know I'm going to release deeper into the pose. Straddle pose. Breathe. Head away from tailbone. Breathing in. Deep exhale. Release anything that no longer serves you. Keep the length in your spine. Ease in to the discomfort. Ease in to what you are resistant against, and it falls away. Ease into the discomfort. Inhale it back a little further. See if you can go a little further. Elongate deeper into the pose. Your breastbone, your sternum keeps stretching forward and through. Keep going. Ooh, my inner thighs feel that. I'm not ready to do a full middle split, but I'm getting there. Hopefully you are too. Deepen into the stretch. Equal weight through each sit spoon, through each half of your pelvis. Breathing in and breathing out. Couple more deep inhales here. You might notice a burning sensation. Send oxygen into that area. Exhale into any tightness. Soften. Yield. Resist. Accept. One more deep inhale. And slowly press into your palms. Come up. All right. Good job. You're going to bring your legs in. Woo! I felt that. Okay. Let's stretch out our spine. Hands and knees, all four position. Basically, I want you to extend, cow, head lengthens away from tailbone. Stretch your spine out. Deep inhale here. Now I want you to scoop your abdominal wall, abdominal tone pulls into your low back as you let your tailbone drop around your low back, chin to the front of your chest. Exhale. Pull apart. I want you to stretch out your spine. Exhale. 3 more. Exhale, scoop in. 2 more. If your middle back is tight across your shoulder girdle, between your blades, we're going to go into melting heart. Alignment, straight line from hips to knees. Abdominals lift. Slowly pull your breastbone forward and through, and rest your forehead on mat, and breathe. Stretch across mid-upper back between your shoulder blades. Sits bones reach behind you. Expand into those ribs. Stretch from the armpits to your palms. 2 more deep inhales. Last one. Walk your hands in. Now from here, I'm going to have you press into downward facing dog. Your toes curl under. You're going to rise up and walk the dog. Pull your breastbone forward and through. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. 4 and 3, 2. Come back to the knees. Now from here, I'm going to have you go into a plank. Hold your plank for 10, 9, your 2 hip points narrow together. Make sure your back doesn't arch. Make sure you don't let go of the pelvis. 8, 7, feel your inner thighs draw together, your glutes engage. 7 and 6, 5 and 4 and 3, 2. Now, last one, fold the right knee towards the right thumb. Aim both of your hip bones straight ahead of you onto the mat for your swan. Open your breastbone. Lengthen your breastbone. Open your collarbones. You could either stay here and breathe. If you have a little more flexibility, you're going to feel the front of your hip flexor, psoas stretch long. Right piriformis, lateral glutes stretch. Slowly start to reach forward. You could rest on your elbows. You could rest your forehead on the backs of your hands. Stay here. Breathe into the sides of your rib cage. Any tightness, breathe into that spot so it can gently release. Focus inward. Focus on the sensations of your body and breathe into any tightness. Stay here in the present. Stay here now. Feel the sensations of your body here now. Breathe into it. Release the tension with every exhalation. Lengthen head away from tailbone. Breathe into any tension. Allow your hips to release. Any resistance, I want you to greet it full on, 100%. That's how you get it to release. One more deep inhale. Slowly press into your hands. Hands are by your sides. We're going to curl the back toes under, lift up the back knee. Go into a plank. Go into a downward dog. Lift and down. Lift and down. Lift and down. 4, 3, lengthen. 2, come down to your knees. Next, I'm going to have you take your palms, press mat away, extend, bend. Now, gently bring the left knee towards the left thumb. Make sure your hips are centered. Right hip pulls forward, left hip pulls back. I'm on my tighter side, by the way. I'm readjusting my pelvis so I don't cheat and go crooked to get an easier stretch. I'm readjusting. Hip points are straight, sink down into the pelvis, rise up through the spine to the top of your head. Now gently stretch. You could stay here, elongate your spine, back knee faces down, top of foot is on mat. Elongate your spine. Stay here and breathe. If you would like to deepen the stretch, and it's within your practice, elbows come in, head lengthens away from your tailbone, and then you can bring hands, forearms to mat. Woo, I feel this. You probably do too. Breathe. Head stretches away from tailbone. Any discomfort, I want you to go directly into it. Avoidance doesn't work. Avoidance makes it grow. If you want it to go away, you have to address it directly. It's like fighting a lion. You have to have a direct approach, and when you do that, then it goes away. Breathing in, soften into the side of your hip, into your side glute, glute medius. Let the hips release. If there's tension, I want you to keep directing your focus inward. Keep directing your focus inward. Breathe into the tension. Let it release. Sides of ribs expand. Maybe you're comfortable breathing into your belly. Maybe you're comfortable breathing into the sides, back of your ribs. Couple more deep inhales here. One more deep inhale. Slowly press into your hands. Ow. Curl your back toes under. Now lift up your back knee. Go back into a plank. Scoop your core tight. Hips are in line with your shoulders. I want you to hold for 10. 9. Scoop your abdominals in, front ribs meet back ribs. 8, 7, 6, spine is long. 5, 4, 3. Feel the power and energy from your core transfer through your whole body. 2, and slowly come in. Good job. Okay. Next thing that I'm going to have you do, we're going to flip onto our back. I'm going to get a drink. One sec. I need a drink. All right, we're going to do Ananda Balasana, Happy Baby. Lie down on your mat, reach under those thighs, peel down, spine is long, lift legs into air, take hands to lateral pinky toe edges of your feet, align knee, shin, ankle, head stretches away from tailbone. Slowly start to draw your knees to the sides of your body. If it's okay on your lumbar spine, low back, you're welcome to rock side to side. Return center. The femur bone from hip to knee, this femur bone sinks deeper into your hip socket, acetabulum, drives down into the joint. It feels safe. Pull gently, knees aim towards floor. Low back elongates into the mat. Collarbones widen across front of shoulders and chest. Head lengthens away from tailbone, and stay right there and breathe. Breathe into the center of your spine, between your two shoulder blades, your thoracic spine. See if you get it to elongate, release down into the mat. Expand into sides of ribs. Gently release. Feel spine stretch long and sink underneath you into mat. Let's take one more deep inhale here. Extend legs. Fold knees in, hands to knees. Knees straight above hip sockets. Relax your shoulders out of your ears. Hip opener. 5. Drive femur bone deeper into hip joint. 4. Spine is long, narrow hip points together. 3. Abdominal tone draws into spine. 2. Differentiate thigh bones from hips. Reverse. Hip points narrow. Breathe. 8, or actually 3. We're just doing 5, 2. Last one. Take knees. Release. Feel length from hip socket to knee. Knees point over second toes. Your collarbones widen into the mat. All 4 corners of your feet press into mat. Tighten into your center and stretch your low back long. Chest is open. And I want you to feel open across shoulders. Avoid letting knees fall out. Knees stay narrow over second toes. Your low back is elongated. Take your palms together. Interlace fingers. Press your hip bones towards the ceiling. Engage your glutes. Stay here. Lengthen your spine and breathe. Open chest. Engage glutes, hips to sky. Heart to sky. Lengthen tailbone away from breastbone. Bridge. Two more breaths in. Open chest. One more. Unclasp hands. Arms reach long. Open collarbones wide. Inhale. Soften breastbone. Melt into chest. Each exhale. Inhale, exhale, melt into chest. Elongate all the way down to your tailbone. Hug knees in towards chest. Lift head, neck, shoulders. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale in between shoulder blades. Exhale, release. Supta Baddha Konasana. Knees go out. Bottoms of feet come together. Soles of feet touch. Head lengthens away from tailbone. Palms to sky. Open your shoulders. Collarbones wide. Your knees are floating. Allow the external rotation of those thighs, rotating externally into the hips. Opening hips. Stay here. Breathe. Equal weight in tailbone, equal weight in sits bones. Stretch head away from tailbone. Sink, melt. One more deep inhale here. Draw your knees together. Hug knees in. Peel up. Breathe in. Scoop your abdominal wall to your back. Feel the low back. Release into mat. Abdominals pull deeper into back and roll up. Turn your body. Rise up. Sink into your sits bones. Caterpillar. Hands come by sides. Increase distance between ribcage, hip bones. Collarbones wide. Shoulder blades anchor down your back. Flex your feet. Hinge from hips. Head away from tailbone. Draw your breastbone forward. Feel the point where those hamstrings go into your gluteals. Stretch forward. Reach to shins. Reach to your ankles. Pull the lateral pinky toe side of your feet towards you. Pull your sternum, breastbone forward and through. Elongate spine and hold here and breathe. Breathing in, stretch out your spine, stretch out your thighs. Hamstrings lengthen, go deeper. Any resistance, meet it face on, head on. Breathing in and feel the release. Pull breastbone forward and through. Hip hinge. Lengthen spine, hinge from hips. Go deeper. Feel back of ribs expand. Soften into the breath. Expansion. Release. Yielding. Yield into the expansion. One more deep inhale here. Slowly press up. I want you to engage gluteals, scoop core into your back, press into your heels, rise up to top ahead. Draw your palms down by sides, underneath shoulders, unweight shoulders. Press from armpits into your palms. Feel gluteals engage. Press into your heels. Rise up. Reverse plank. Open your chest. Open your shoulders. Collarbones wide. Hips to sky. Stay here for 3 counts. Breathing in. Rise up. Exhale. Lengthen. 2 more times. Inhale. Rise up. Exhale. Lengthen. 1 more time. Rise up. Gently come back in. Release. Good job. Take your right knee over the left knee. Half shoelace. Rise up. You could take hands underneath, put a pillow there if necessary for a little extra support so you don't hyperextend the knee. Rising up. I just realized you might not see my candles burning. I like the light in the background. Yep, it's nice. Can you see it now? It's soothing. There we go. I find it soothing at least. Hopefully you do too. Rise up. Stretch your spine long. Hinge from the hips. Reach for the shin, the ankle, your foot. Pull your breastbone forward and through. Flex your feet. Feel open in hip sockets. And breathe. Open those hips. Sink into your pelvis. Head on into any tightness. Greet it. Master it. Overcome it. Essentially, that's life. Be with it. Soften into it. Be receptive and yield. Energy is yin and yang. Halfway, meet in middle. Soften and yield. Receive. Go deeper. The point of our practice: soften, yield, receive, go deeper, overcome. One more deep inhale. Head away from tailbone. Uncross, extend. Shake those knees out. Shoelace, half, other side. Ow, it's a tight side. Flex your feet. Feel those hips open. Align, stretch up. Elongate up. Hinge from the hips. Reach for your shin, your ankle. Pull on your foot. Pull your breastbone forward and through. Elongate over that leg. Breathe into it. Breathing in. Succumb, release. Feel free. Be at one. in peace, harmony. Elongate that spine. Breathe. Go deeper. Release naturally with the breath. Feel the softening, yielding, receiving. Go deeper. Inhale. Gently stretch head up, away from tailbone. Shake out your knees. Bend your knees. Feet flat into mat. Reverse table. Open your collarbones. Press your palms down. Chest is open. Lift your pelvis. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Form a nice 90-degree angle. Lift. Hold. Breathe in. Open your chest. Collarbones wide. Engage glutes. Elongate. Press hips to sky. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Slowly come in. Slowly take hands, push into mat. In Pilates, we have an exercise on the reformer called tendon stretch. Press heels into mat, extend your knees, elevate your pelvis, lift up. Swing through, breathing in, exhale, scoop your core tight, press those heels into the mat. Chest is open, swing through, press your heels into the mat. 1 more. Reverse bridge, table, come back, tendon stretch, and drop down. Shake out your knees. Good job. Next, I'm going to have you do something to strengthen your back and to create space in your spine. Swan. No, not swan. Okay, I'm thinking of Egypt. I'm thinking of the pyramids. Sphinx. Did I say it right? Sphinx. S-P-H-I-N-X. Okay. Your hips press into mat. The tops of your feet press into mat. Elbows under shoulders. Pull your breastbone forward and through. Open your collarbones wide. Stay here and breathe. Soften and yield. Receive into the openness. Release the tightness. Be free. Yield. Receive. Soften. Chill. Moon energy. The darkness. Each has a purpose. Yin and yang. Receive. Yield. Chill. Be still. Be calm. Be aware. Feel your belly. Scoop in. Ribs stretch apart. Collarbones wide. Soften, yield, receive. Go into seal. Take hands a little further out. Press from the armpits into your palms. Rise up. Elbows point rather than out. Straight down. Lift your chest a little higher. Open your collarbones. Breathe in. Soften the neck. Tilt your chin, avoid hyperextending. Tilt chin a little down, extend back of neck, scoop your abdominals in, strengthen your back. Breathe. Balance. Let it go. Let go of tension. Let go of doubt. Let go of anxiety. Let go of fear. Let go of worry. Let go of tension. Be free. Breathing in. Ease into, release all tension. Open your chest, collarbones wide. Receive, heart center. Green light, heart center. Breathing in. Breathing out. Metta, loving kindness. Breathing in, breathing out. Green. One more deep inhale. Softly come in. Release. Relax forehead on back of hands. Roll side to side over wisdom center, ajna. Wisdom. Come back. Hands under your shoulders. Press to hands and knees. Come up. We're going to go into Balasana, rest pose. Sit back, hips over heels. I like to pedestal my feet because of my knees, and I give support to my knees. If you're full on, can sit your hips over your heels. Do flat feet. Bring your hips back over your heels. Stretch your breastbone forward and through. Stay here. Now, your sits bones pull behind you. Your sternum, your breastbone pulls forward. I want you to stretch out in opposition. Forehead to mat. Stay here and breathe. Elongate. Really breathe into the stretch. Breathing in. Breathing out. Release. Feel peaceful. Feel grounded. Feel centered. Feel peaceful. Let go. Anything that doesn't serve you, let it go. Be free. Here. Now. In the present. Be aware. Be present. Be fearless. One more deep inhale. Slowly, hands under shoulders, press up, hands and knees. We're just going to do a little rotation for your spine. Inhale, open your collarbone wide, chest is open. Exhale, come back, 2 more. Inhale, ribs expand, open that collarbone. Exhale. One more time. Lengthen your spine. Breathe in. Open your chest. Exhale. Other side. Inhale. Exhale. Spine is long. Open collarbone. Twist your spine. One more. Breathing in. And exhale. Turn. Come into easy pose. Sukhasana. Stretch upwards. We made it. Hands to heart. Come into your center. Think of your root, Mudalahara. Think of red. Think of orange. Moving upwards. Think of yellow. Think of our power, personal power. Red, orange, sacred, yellow, personal power. Power, Dantian, martial arts, force. Think of green, love, acceptance, peace, heart. Think of blue, communication, throat, communication, expression. Indigo, Ajna, wisdom. Violet, crown, connection to source. Gold, protection, divine source, divine will, all around. Encircling, light, energy, breathing in, lengthening up. Divine will, power, circling, protection. One more time, breathing in, light, energy, divine will, protection, power, focus, strength, trust. And that concludes our practice tonight. I thank you. The light within me acknowledges and sees the light within you. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate it if you like or subscribe if you like my channel, and that will help me to grow. Peace, everybody. Bye. Hope this helped. Good night. Or good day if you see this in the morning. Whichever. It's all relative, you know. Peace. Bye.